Alright guys, more content for new content day. We got Cavalier Event Quest. First boss, chapter 1.1 is Hood. Fighting dirty, missing in action. The only thing you do is if you hit into his block, I accidentally make him invisible. That's the only way I can really give him a buff. And then I put a falter on myself for a second when I think that when that buff goes away. So I'm just waiting out the invisibility. I think at some point I do get a... Yeah, I do get a falter on me for a second, but after that I don't have to worry about it at all. I just went in with class advantage. Here, the only benefit with Red Guardian, and it happened a couple times, is that after each of his specials, he goes unblockable. I want to keep countering his specials, which is pretty straightforward, but if I do get clipped by his unblockable and my shield is at max, then he'll get stunned, even though he's... Because even if he hits me right there, he hit me. But it doesn't matter that he's unblockable. My shield shattered, and he got stunned, and I get saved by it. And I think it happens again. I did do this fight, I think, on my second account. I did an initial run, and I ran with Spider-Man 2099 just for fun with class advantage. And again, I didn't get hit once, and that was fine. Here, I do get saved by the shield, I think, twice, but nothing too exciting in this one. I'm going to let the rest of this one play out, and we'll see you for the next fight. All right, chapter 1.2, we have this Miles Morales. Really just want to go with an evade counter here against him. It's also got combat deja vu weakness. You'll get weaknesses if you don't, and evasive maneuvers. Lots of evades here. So I went, you can go Mole Man. Mole Man will work just fine. I decided to go with Anti-Venom because I had him on the team here. Anti-Venom cannot be evaded by Spider-Verse champions. I think as long as he has that Clintar debuff up on the opponent, then I think it's just fine. So really nothing too crazy here. I think I just build up to 4 of the debuffs, convert those into Furies with the special 2, and then I'm hitting pretty hard. Really, you can see all those evade fails there. Those are fantastic. But really, any evade champion is fine, because when you knock him down, he does get those evade charges. Or I think, when is it? No, sorry. Yeah, you knock him down, he'll get that evade charge. So really nothing too crazy here. I think this is what we're going to do. We're going to go get to a special 2. Now we're going to be hitting pretty hard with 4 Furies on. I know you could do special 3s, special 1s, and get like 8. You can get up to 8 Furies, but this is fine. There, I have to be careful. There, I did trigger his camo with the with that special 1 there. I think I was able to reduce it. So even if you use someone like Mole Man, you don't really want to be throwing specials. Just rely on the bleeds and keep your anti-evade charges up. I'm sure you could use like a Nick Fury. I'm sure it works great. I just kind of went with my initial run, and this is what I went with, and it worked out just fine. So we'll let the rest of this fight play out, and we'll see you in the next one. All right, and next is 2.1. We have this Rhino boss. I decided to go with Crossbones, mainly because you can see here he has spiked armor. All his specials are unblockable, and he's going to be getting unstoppable throughout the fight. And I figure at least if I go with Crossbones, no critical hits. I don't have to worry about the spiked armor the entire fight. I just have to play around the unstoppable, which is not the worst thing in the world. It's it's already a Rhino. I just think at one point I mistimed my special 2, and it went right into his unstoppable. And other than that, I think the fight went pretty much just as planned. I'm not a phenomenal Crossbones player, so I don't necessarily do anything special with him, but I just have him available for a nice scenario like this where spiked armor, and I want to use an ideal champion. There's my one mistake where I mistimed the special 2 there, but other than that, we do pretty well against this Rhino, and yeah, we'll let the music play out. We'll see you in the next one. All right, next up, 2.2, we have a Crossbones. So we go from using him to fighting him. Here I went with Apocalypse because I can parry freely, except on this particular fight I couldn't buy a parry for my life. Every time I tried, I kept getting hit until I finally start landing some parries and getting some decent combos in. Really, nothing too special here. I'm sure I could go in with a Magneto House of X pre-fight with someone, but I figured I've got Apocalypse sitting here as a 6-star rank 3, might as well use him. So it's not too bad here. It's just Crossbones is one of those guys who can shrug off your parries. So even without that, you can always just hit into his block, bait his special 1, and rinse and repeat. Nothing too exciting on Crossbones here. So Apocalypse actually makes pretty short work of this guy. Get those debuffs on him, and he's just about finished. So I'll just wait here. Stun him through the block. I think I brought Cable so that I started with 4 charges. So down goes Crossbones. Next, we have Misty Knight. Okay, so this was a cool thing. I did not know how to evade like her specials yet. All I know is that on her special 1, if she has a certain amount of charges, it can be unblockable, and I didn't want to have to deal with that. She also has guaranteed crits, so if you crit against Mr. Sinister, he's going to get some healing back, and he can block unblockable specials. So this was my goal here. I know she can also shrug off, so maybe going in again with something like a White Magneto like pre-fight is probably very helpful here. But I decided I'm going to go with Mr. Sinister. I can block her unblockable specials. I've already seen some other videos since that it looks like it's not too bad to get used to her blocking that, like those gunshots from the special one. But I figure I had ranked up 6-star Mr. Sinister to rank 2 to pair him with Kingpin. I also noticed that he had a nice synergy with, I believe it's with Cyclops actually, that gives him True Strike on his special one. And I know Misty was also doing some evade business. So I figure let's get those guaranteed special ones to hit. So you can see he gets True Strike on those special ones. I can block her unblockable specials. He actually worked really nicely, and as long as that heal block from her special one is not on, even if I do get clipped in the face, like after it disappears, as long as it's not on there, any hit that I do take, I can regen back the majority of the damage because it's guaranteed crits. Also, because it's got bob and weave, so every hit is critical. All her special attack, every hit is critical. You can absolutely use the Ebony Maw cheese. I did go ahead and throw a Ebony Maw. Like I only had like a 5-star, and I was just testing it out. And you can just stand there for 45 minutes and do nothing, and you will win the fight. You can absolutely, as long as you have an awakened Ebony Maw, if you don't want to deal with, if you're having trouble with this Misty Knight, throw an Ebony Maw, press start, wait till the fight is over, and you might have to wait 25-30 minutes, but it's a guaranteed win. So I might throw a video up on the Ebony Maw cheese as well. But it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I thought this was pretty cool. Obviously, I think you can, near the end of this fight, she's going unblockable. I can't remember all of her. She's got this equilibrium, which I haven't gone through all her abilities yet. So I had to be careful of her unblockable here. But again, I can block unblockable specials. So I wasn't really too concerned here. But didn't play the greatest, but was pretty happy with coming up with this little maneuver here for Misty Knight. Next up is Sam Wilson, Captain America. Now, there is this thing, buff synthesis. If you go in with an armor up champion and you evade, you convert your armor up and the precision into a true strike. And then he has all of these auto block business, and you can just completely ignore that. Just bait his special one over and over again. You just have to make sure that you keep reapplying that True Strike. You can see there, I dashed back, I reapplied the True Strike. I did get screwed up in this one. I think someone called me in the middle of this fight. Not that it's an excuse, but I did lose my combo at one point and had to get it back. But for the most part, this one is actually not too bad. I think someone already put out a video with a 2-star Guillotine 2099 taking this one down. I saw that afterwards. But you know, I just go ahead, take a look at the nodes beforehand, figure if I could finish a fight with Guillotine 29 beforehand. You can see right there, he's got those auto blocks on your specials. Like again, it's just if you don't have the True Strike up, it can be quite annoying. But the node is made specifically to give you the True Strike, so I reapply, and I can attack back in. So really not too bad. But definitely some strategy involved in this month's new Cavalier event quest. Hope these helped out. I'll probably be doing some live streams for exploration, so hope to see you there, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Thanks.